things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, home of the Arkansas Razorbacks. As we'll see the number 24 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a team from the SEC, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Razorbacks will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Miami's offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. This is a big-time quarterback that we're going to be seeing today, but getting the job done against a defense like this, what words of wisdom do you have for him, Jesse?
Well, I think you've got to prepare like you've never prepared before. And that's one thing he told us. He spent extra time in the film room. He spent extra time on the field after practice all week because I think he understands the challenge that lies ahead of him. He knows this is easily the best defense that they face this year. So we're going to put his skills to the test in this one.
They're going to make it hard, right? There's not going to be any layups. Like most of the time, you know, he's had his way. He's feasted on so many defenses. They're going to make you earn it. They're going to make you go the length of the field. They're going to see if you can be patient. They're going to see how you respond to adversity. So some challenges coming his way for sure.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Looking for a man. It's Flowers. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And really good job getting to the quarterback. That's priority number one, trying to get pressure on him. Get him to the ground as a bonus. They had 6 sacks in their last game. They got to keep building on that number if they want to keep stacking wins.
And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. So Arkansas's offense will get the ball for the first time. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense.
There he goes. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. And the Razorbacks come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Here's a heat. Grabbed over the middle. It's Mays. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. Hauls it in. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs.
And I tell you what, when you run those little fellas in the slants, they got to win at the line of scrimmage. Right now, they got to make sure those
It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. Trying to take it back. The 40. The 20. The 10. Touchdown, Hurricane. How about this defense taking one back to the house? It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play, and he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turning on the Jets, making the big play.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Well, he shows you his speed and his power on that run. As far as I can think back to, Arkansas football always comes down to being able to run the football on offense. It's about grinding and wearing the opponent down. They always seem to be able to recruit outstanding athletes at that position. This guy is no different.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. First thing you want to do if you're in a hole is stop digging. It's 1st and 20. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Makes the catch. It's Mays. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Gets it out fast. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Grabbed in the middle. It's Mays. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the 1st quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later
on. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Grabs it inside the 10. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks. Extra point here will tie the game.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, get in that rhythm. Find that timing with the wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
And the Canes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking downfield, it's Flowers. Flushed out of the pocket. Across the 45. Turning it on. He got past the sticks and slides to a stop, but there is a flag on the play. So that penalty is going to cost them the 1st down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Solid run on the last play. Sets this offense up on 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. And he just threw that one away. Safe move. Didn't see anything. Lived to play another play. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise. Backing this defense on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Dances away to buy time. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. The Hurricanes will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll take it on the return. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. To the ground with the back. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Runs through the tackle. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Gives it on the option. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. They'll run the screen. Oh, he's got some space. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
These 3rd downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this 3rd down.
And the Razorbacks will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Under fire. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. This is one of those momentum turning points. If this defense can force a field goal attempt, that is a victory for them. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Splits the uprights, it's good. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
They'll put this one in play. 1st snap of the drive from the 25. Holden finds his man on the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. To the air, it's Flowers. Looking left. He's got it. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
How about the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Wants to throw on 1st down. Grab behind the line. It's Lofton. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. We've reached the break. Arkansas has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the 2nd. Wants to throw it. The screen, he's got wheels. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
So it's 3rd and long, and this quarterback right now has got to be expecting pressure. So you want to know where your hot routes are. You got to know where your best one-on-one matchup is. But understand this, we're still in the first half. If the defense gets you, tip of the cap, you can take a sack. Punting the football at this stage of the game is okay.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Canes will bring the punt team onto the field. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Use the play fake, down to throw. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Rush is on him. A little screen to the running back. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the 1st down. The Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back has it. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. From inside the 40 at the 37, it's 1st down. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a 1st down. And the Razorbacks kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Unloads to the wideout. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking for a gap. It's Voorhees. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. The Razorbacks come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. To the ground to try to move the chains. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. He's looking to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3.
And that is the play this defense had to have. Did you look in the secondary right there? I mean, he was open, guys. Like, that would have been a touchdown, and this defense got to the quarterback, hit him as he's throwing the football, forced the errant pass, and dodged a bullet.
And he's going to score. Touchdown, Arkansas! They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just roared down, just grinded away at that defense.
It took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense, because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game right now.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17. Breaks into the open. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. And the Hurricanes want to pick up the tempo.
You knew coming into this game, if they throw completions and get 1st downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go faster, seeing it here.
Crosses the 45, out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there. They'll run play action. Going to try to get it himself. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage. And the Canes are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Rides to back and leaves it. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. And here comes the punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll field the punt and take it back. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Handoff to the lone back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The give out of the gun. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And the Razorbacks will punt this one away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He'll field the punt. And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. Looking to throw, it's Flowers. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. And the Canes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Sends it back in motion. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Moore. Jumped on top of the pile.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, we'll take that throw all day.
On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the 1st down. The Hurricanes come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll move the tight end. They'll leave it with him. Breaks the tackle. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Caught in the backfield, it's Moore. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of points.
4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
One thing this defense always talks about is getting off the field. Last drive, they forced the punt. Here on 3rd down, what a great job flying to the football, getting a hit, forcing an incompletion. They may be jogging off here soon again.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Takes the handoff. It's Voorhees. There he goes. Stopped at the 28, but a big 15-yard pickup gives him some breathing room. Even dating to the days when they ran the option, Arkansas has always been built around the ground game.
Yeah, it makes Jerry Jones happy, huh? Noted Arkansas fan, always talking about the Hogs, his Hogs. And this team is always built on that physicality, built on that toughness.
Nice play by the defense, but now is a time they've got to be more consistent. They allowed this running back to go off in that 1st half, and moving forward now, they've got to try and take this running back away.
And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Line getting set on 2nd down. Back to pass. He lost one down the sideline. Makes the grab inside the 30. Touchdown, Razorback! found open space. The band might as well start playing. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The Canes just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Dropping back, it's Flowers. Bringing the heat. Makes the grab. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. This field goal attempt is going to be an even 50-yarder. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going in their half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
It's complete. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
Under fire. Grab near the marker. It's Voorhees.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Working the middle. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before. Touchdown, Arkansas! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Running back searching for a hole. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. To the air, it's Flowers. Fires one high and deep. He can haul it in, Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling an intriguing one so far in Fayetteville.
He'll put total leather and get this second half started. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. They'll open the second half on the ground. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Let's see what they've got on second down. They'll run it from the gun. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I'll tell you, this running back, he is running behind an offensive line that is playing in unison right now, doing a great job communicating pre-snap. They're getting hats on hats in the run game.
It's complete to the right. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. The Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Reads it, fires complete. Still running at the 35. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. And the Razorbacks back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. 3rd and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. No good. After the missed field goal, hey, could be worse. They're still up by 21. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Leaves it with the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. And the Hurricanes come to the line in the hurry-up.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Last completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Back to throw, it's Flowers. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half. And man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Canes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Sharp. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Fires to the middle. And they can't make the play on 3rd down. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. They're going to ride this running back. Turning it on! They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him.
He lobs one high down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. The Razorbacks will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 20. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you just simply got to make it.
Looking to throw, it's Flowers. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Got his man to the left. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. And the Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. Got enough for the first down. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. They've picked up a couple of first downs to start this drive, and now 1st and 10 from the 47. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Now adjusting. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
You know, we don't see this very much in college football anymore. Quarterbacks just taking care of their bodies and making smart decisions. Get down on the ground so you don't take one of these big hits from these nasty defensive players and just give yourself a chance to make it through the rest of this game.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
Catch in the middle. It's Hodges. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Setting up the screen. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. And it took everything he had, but he barely gets it in there. That'll trim the deficit to 15.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
Pretty good job on that return. He goes out of bounds at the 32-yard line. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Off the play fake on first down to throw. On unleashes one. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary. You saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Razorbacks will try to pin them back with the punt. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get quite as much as they had hoped out of that one, and the offense will be in business. I think they're going to mark it around the 40-yard line. The give to the tailback. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. They'll give it to him again. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Hurricanes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking downfield, it's Flowers. Sets up the screen. Finds a crease at the 20. Inside the 15. Out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. It's complete. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. A first down run in the red zone. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. 2nd and goal for this offense. Quarterback keeper. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Miami!
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wide receiver comes in motion. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Wants to go up top. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Throws for the tight end. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Razorbacks send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. On his way from around the 50. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass, it's Flowers. This time it's complete.
Yeah, this is simple pitch and catch. Quarterback and wide receiver have done this 4 million times in the offseason. He catches, waits for him to take a couple steps, boom, fires it right on his chest. They can complete this probably with their eyes closed. They've ran this route so many times.
They wrapped him up. He tried to get back to the line of scrimmage, but he stopped in the backfield.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job being the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run that runs some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
On target to the left. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. The give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Makes the grab. Oh, he's got some space. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Razorbacks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Got some room, headed to the goal line. They stop him just a length or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
They've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was
And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Razorbacks! They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And it's a really nice drive by this offense. They didn't get too conservative. They put the drive together. Now, the biggest thing for me, now the other team has to score 2 touchdowns. And that's the goal you want. You always want to make it as hard as possible. This offense executing in the 4th quarter. Nice job.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Things have not gone the way they've planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Fires to the tight end. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3. The Canes come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Dropping back, it's Flowers. Fires to the wideout. Lets it slip right through his hands, and it'll be 4th down after the rare drop from this dude. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away. And Arkansas Arkansas ready to send out this offense. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Hey, guys, this running back's not just catching checkdowns or swing routes. You can get him vertically down the field and let him go to work, especially when you get man coverage. Take advantage.
The screen, he can go. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Trying to keep the drive alive. He didn't make it. They'll have to give up the football, and hope is still alive. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Lofton. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Good start to this drive, and they'll need much, much more if they're going to give them a finish.
They need a ton more of this, but you got to start the...
It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Going the other way, and he's got room.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet. It's getting pretty close.
Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Quickly complete. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Defense didn't have the personnel it needed. They call a timeout. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. Touchdown, Arkansas! And the pummeling has started. Starting to see some smiles on that sideline as they're close to a Week 10 victory. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, it's a final now in one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable ACC clash. Clemson had an impressive showing there in Death Valley, winning this one by double digits, although it felt like it could have been more. Somewhere even Trevor Lawrence is impressed with this one. One thing we can always count on in the ACC is a spirited battle and a game that will make waves all along the Eastern Seaboard.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Good pickup, but a little bit short of the sticks.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
Here they come, first and 10 from the 48. Quick completion to the right. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the first down. Looking to throw, it's Flowers. Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Second down, he'll throw it. Here's the pressure. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough about today.
And this is always the time in the game where coaches are absolutely watching. Like, which one of my guys mail it in and quit? And if you're the quarterback, man, you've been sacked a few times, you've turned the football over, like, continue to play, find some ways to maybe get a few first downs and make something positive happen.
Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The give to the back. Breaks into the opening. That's a fumble on the play. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. And they're just about out of chances. The defense can stop it one more time as the quarterback takes a knee.